Hello and welcome to G.P.S. Once again, I'm your host, Ufan Ekpo. It's been a while. I know. A lot of stuff has been happening. I've been thinking about a lot of stuff, what we could do with this podcast to get out more, to just share the gospel some more. And it had me thinking. And this could be a question you guys could ask yourself. What does God want me to do? What is my purpose? This is a topic we talked about multiple times during the podcast. Finding our purpose, walking in our purpose, how we walk in our purpose. The reason why this is so evident for me today, or throughout this whole entire week, throughout the month, is because when life happened and I wasn't able to do the podcast, I felt it. This was something God called me to do, and I was passionate about. And when I wasn't doing it, I felt burdened that I'm not doing what God wants me to do. And not only that, I love it so much, it brings me joy to share the gospel, to talk to others, to share the word with others. And that's when I realized that this is what I'm passionate about. This is what God wants me to do. It's because I want to serve others. I want to be there for others. I want to walk with others with their journey with Christ. And the reason why this hit me pretty hard is because even outside of the podcast, I actually caught up with a couple friends actually a few days ago, and stories they were telling me about things they were going through and went through these past couple of months just hit me hard because I wasn't there, or I couldn't be there. I didn't know. I didn't pray with them. I couldn't pray for them. And that's something that God's been challenging me for a while, is being there for people, for others. Now when I'm there, I'm awesome. I'm there, I'm praying, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'll go walk with someone through fire. But sometimes I get caught up in things that are going on in my own life that I neglect to see what others need from me. Whether it's prayer, whether it's just needing a friend. Now the reason why that's so important is because that's where I lack the most, if we're being honest. And I think it reflects on what happened with the podcast. I got so caught up with everything else around my life that I pushed it to the side. Now, even though I was so passionate about it, wanted to do it, wanted to serve God and walk with others, and talk about things God has been doing in my life, and hearing what God has been doing in everyone else's life, that brings me so much joy, like you don't even understand. But I wasn't doing it, and that's what hurt me the most, is because I know what brings me joy. And like I said before, it's just talking about God, being here. This podcast was never a burden. This is something I always looked forward to throughout the week. And I'm going to make it a obligation to continue to do this. Like I said, I know there was a hiatus, but throughout this time, it made me think about where I wanted to go. So pretty much nothing's going to be changing our content. Talking about God and keeping it real, like I just did right now. I kept it real with you guys, what was going on and what's been tugging at my heart. But not only are we going to do that, we're thinking about doing a TikTok throughout the week, having snippets of topics, snippets of things that will just uplift you throughout the week. Because we know throughout our week, the enemy is always trying, he's always around the corner. So, I just want to uplift others and be uplifted also throughout the week. And so, we're thinking about doing a TikTok every day. Maybe like a 1 minute, 30 seconds video, just word of encouragement throughout the week. And these words of encouragement will tie into the topics that we will talk about during the podcast. So it's almost like you'll be getting a snippet of what we're going to talk about in the podcast. And then during the week is when you'll fully see, we'll go into more detail. Now, not only TikToks we'll be doing, I want to uplift people in music, in anything positive, like we talked about before. The world wants to throw negativity all around us, in the news, from our family members, at school. We're so bombarded by negativity that I just want to be an outlet for positivity, for positive change. What's going on good with someone, teaching a new skill, having you learn something about yourself, just being someone who will be a friend. Because a friend will always love, just like God. He always loves me, and that's what I want to be an outlet for. Everyone else, let God use me so you can see what it is to be loved. Now, in regard to the podcast, like I said before, if you ever want to be on the podcast, have a topic you want to talk about, maybe something we talk about throughout the week that just sparks an interest that you just feel on fire about, that you want to talk about, we're here. And I just wanted to take these few moments to let you guys know that we're not going anywhere and we're just getting started. Once again, I'm your host, Ufan Eklo, and I will be seeing you soon. And if you need any prayer requests, you could write it in the comments. You can message us, and we will pray for you, because we're in this together. And I'll see you soon. Have a good one.